Welcome back to another episode of Spill the Tea. Thank you all for subscribing and staying tuned in. I am Teacup. You can follow me, TEAACUPP_. And make sure you subscribe right down below. Hit a like, leave a comment. Let us know who you want to see next, what you enjoyed about the interview, and, you know, all the hoopla. Okay, but I have a very beautiful guest. Her music is as beautiful as she looks. Okay, so let them know your name, where they can find you on social media.
All right, hey everyone, I'm Br.XX, and you can find me literally on Twitter, Instagram at NAI and Br.XX.
Okay, ooh, okay. So she is an R&B singer. Okay, she was featured on a Netflix anime series, Carol and Tuesday. Okay, so Br.XX, and yes, that's spelled NAI and then dot for like social media and Br.XX.
NAI Br.XX.
Br.XX. Okay, so why the name Br.XX?
Honestly, it kind of has like a random origin. So my first name is Brianna and my last name is Maddox. So the Bricks comes from BR from Brianna, and the XX comes from Maddox.
Nice play on words.
Yeah,
okay,
thank you. And then I think me and Bueno were just sitting around trying to figure out like we didn't just want it to be like Bricks. So I called my dad and I was like, can you just give me a random name? And he said Naima, and so we just cut it short to Nai. So
that's really cute. That's really cute and creative. You asked your dad?
Yeah, because because at first I thought about having my name be Maddox.
Okay.
But I wasn't like sold on it. But I still wanted something that like represented my family, because you know when you get married, like you might have to take the person's name or whatever it might be. So I wanted to like hold on to Maddox as much as I can.
Okay.
So the Bricks and also him like naming it like Naima, it kind of like put it together for me.
My favorite part that we are about to get into, Carol and Tuesday. She got scared. I ain't gonna ask no random questions this time. So you were the leading black girl on Carol and Tuesday. So were you the entire character, or were you just a singer?
Just a singer.
Okay. But I find that that's kind of amazing how she kind of favors you, the character.
Yeah, with the whole like anime, I really didn't know like much about it until I got there, or like maybe like a couple of days beforehand. But when I saw her, I was like, this is crazy, because she kind of looks like me. But yeah. Did you meet the other person that is the actual voice of her? Does she favor like both of y'all? Is that a black girl too? Well, I didn't meet I didn't meet the English because it's like English dubbed as well.
Okay.
But so for the Japanese like voice actor, I met her. So the voice actors that were there, I met all of them. Like they made that like a kind of like a priority to really just like meet everyone. Like, so I got to meet my voice actor that was speaking in Japanese for Carol. I didn't get to meet the one that did the English voiceover.
Okay. Yeah. Now, for a person that hasn't watched Carol on Tuesday, make sure y'all check it out on Netflix. I actually watched a couple episodes of it, so let us know just about the overall storyline of the show.
So pretty much it's just about like two girls. They come from completely different like backgrounds, and they kind of find each other, and but they find each other through music. So through finding each other, they kind of find like happiness, and they find, you know, different pieces of themselves along all the journeys that they go through. So it's kind of just a show about exploration, but through music. So the basis is there. Like they meet their manager, they get on this show, and they start, you know, battling on the show and whatnot. At least for the first season. And there's some political, like, it depends on how you look into it. There's some like, it could be like some politics to it, but yeah, that's primarily what it's about though.
Okay. And then the role of Carol. Okay, so the role that you are, when you went out there, because I saw you had like went to Japan, you like stayed there. Like, how was that experience as far as like living or like being there for like a consistent period of time?
It's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like anytime you go, because I've been based in Atlanta for so long, so I think anytime that you're kind of like exposed to something different, it gives you a different perspective about life. So and how big the world is. So being there, it really opened up like my perspective of how big the world was. And yeah, like everyone there just dresses so nice. Like it is insane. Like you just walking down the street and everyone has swag. Like everyone, shoe game, pants game, whatever other kind of game there is, shirt game is like unmatched. I've yet to see that anywhere else, but yeah.
How does a black girl land a role on such a show like that? Like, how did you get that? How was that situation?
It was it's just a random blessing, if I'm gonna be honest with you. They did a worldwide search, and I had previously like did it like a licensing with the Sweet Soul Records, which is a record label that's over there, as well as like a record store to get my like CDs put pretty much on the shelf, like for the record store, so people could buy it
in Japan. Wow.
And so
artists don't even think like that.
I mean, it wasn't even a thought for me or like Bono at the time. They kind of reached out to us because the record store / record label in general, they look for like R&B artists, so they kind of found us. And then a while later they contacted us again and spoke about like, okay, this is a possibility. It's between you and one other person, like let us know if you're like interested. And of course it's like, yeah, like all right, that sounds cool. And I didn't think that I got it, because it was a couple of months later that they finally like made the decision and emailed us back. So when I got it, I still didn't even know what to expect. I just knew I was going to Japan, and I was like, this is cool. I didn't know that it was going to be as big as it was going to be until really I got there. And I went into the the studio, like the recording studio, and there were cameras everywhere, and I was like, oh, they're filming this.
Wow.
This is gonna be a thing. Yeah.
How was that filming with it being animated? Is it like you're watching the characters and then you're putting a voice over it? Like, how does that go?
No, really, we first just got the storyline. I had the songs like before, because I had to learn them before I went, and it just got there. And I mean, every song, it was easy for me to like sing every song, just because of the meaning of each one. It's almost like a universal meaning. So it's like, if it's a song about love, like everyone can kind of relate to that in a sense. Or if it's a song about connection, or a song about being lonely, or what at a certain point in time, like you're gonna be able to connect with that. So when I was learning the songs, and when I was singing them, I was just trying to connect to that piece in me that was also universal to everyone else. If that,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's how you have to be. I feel like kind of with music, you have to kind of connect from like a universal standpoint. Yeah. When it comes to just like your marketing and everything, because I've noticed like you've had Wasted Calloway, but then you dropped like the Lucy's, like you had High 4, you had Daydream, and you were featured on a song that I love and I play all the time on Flower Child's project, Feel the Breeze.
That's my man's.
Yes, his production is crazy. Is there any reason you haven't like dropped a project for so long, or you just dropping?
I've just been working, so I'm very tough on myself, and I just wanted to kind of find myself as an artist and like solidify that. And I think Wasted Calloway was a really good like project to have as a starter, like as a beginning, you know, just releasing something. Because I really didn't expect it to take me as far as it did. If I'm being honest, it was kind of just like, okay, let's just release it and hope that, you know, something comes from it. And I really wanted to sharpen my songwriting abilities and just like understanding music as a whole. And that's part of what I did a lot this year. Was like, I think before I liked music, like I loved music, like I always loved music, but I think this year I took time to really like fall in love with music with each process. Like a lot of the songs that I'm gonna be releasing soon, I sat down,
Soon.
but I sat down in my room and I started it, and then from there, you know, I had a blueprint, and I spoke with like Johnny Normal. He's producing a lot of my stuff right now.
Okay.
And like he pretty much like took it, like takes all the little blueprints and stuff like that that I have, and like takes it to a whole nother level. But you know, being in the process of like writing all my stuff right now, and like being heavy in the production and really like falling in love with music,
right?
You know,
that's where it starts first.
Yeah.
I saw Taylor tweet about how you tease rock music on your story. Oh my gosh.
So like literally I'm just, if I don't leave the house, I'm inside of my room just like working on stuff, and when I'm there, I work on anything. So if I hear like a guitar loop and something comes to my mind, I low-key sometimes I rap. Like I haven't like put that on.
That would be so cute to see you rap. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not a good rapper. I just, you know, it's just, but like for the moment being, like, I don't know, for me, if I'm just in my room and I'm just by myself, like whatever thing pops up in my head, I don't want to do any like ill justice of not like trying to go for it.
Right.
So I just, you know, if I hear it, I'm like, all right, fine, let me just finish writing out, even if it's like for 3 lines, but it's like, let me just finish writing it out and just get that idea out, because you never know. Like I mean I do like writing, so it's like I could potentially write, you know, a rock song one day, you know, like. So it's just to have that there, but a lot of the time I'm just in my room like making stuff.
Oh my gosh. But oh my gosh, like that would be really cool, because you know how Beyonce will have parts in her music where she's like rapping but not really rapping. So can we expect a track with you maybe rapping or with rock? Could we expect like a rock track from you? Is that what we may hear? So it's just you testing it out.
I don't want to say no.
Okay.
Because you never know.
Okay.
It might, if I ever release a project, I might do an interlude of like a rock skit or something like that. And, you know, it's there. It's definitely like something has been made. So like I can't say no. It just depends on like if I do want to actually do it, how it's gonna sound and whatnot. If it sounds cool, like I'm okay with it, you know. But